From the heart of Kumasi, we rise and shine, bringing hope and stories through the test of time. Every home, every family, every dream we see, together we're building a stronger community, with the truth as our compass and vision as our guide, sharing moments of joy and the people's pride. From dawn till evening, our light will always be a channel of inspiration for all to see. Every story matters, every voice belongs. We're connecting generations through our songs. Vakiti, the voice of the people, bringing the world a little closer every day. Vakiti, a beacon of hope and purpose, lighting the future, showing the way. We celebrate our culture, our dreams and our unity. Together we're writing a new legacy.
Some Hodwa, yes, so you never so much say, and you mirror no Siabrim Cassia or Fatshare TV. So, make our say Cassiano Benabi. Now, I share what your social media handles I would want in our so, and it is our call Facebook at Fatshare TV, YouTube at Fatshare TV, Sanso, and at www.fatchareonline.com. Your creature, the Guaya, Ubenya be now working Kanye, and some the Dawson, the Bedima Cotton be any. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Atuja said, and a cabinet tasha, Attorney General said, one woman team Rafu Frokra, and from Raya de Bobo, a buying a Japadia, a home a bra, a my gun. Sanso and a buying a boy, yes, sir, one more young Shaye. Said the Bayer, AFIA, one number na specialist nurses, nurse, and nurse for one of my quadarin identity. I wore ya dear Baku Shemuno, one ever training or ha, AFIA, one ever titty. Sanso and nay, my main sadinam, Tamakron, send some Nasapejan home, a bra or swap. Ya wo share amanyeye nsem so adebatu dwa no enei edom kumaya wonu mo mrahye bedwafie ade atudwa se wo betimi aka de yesi so se ebesi enrada na maame said nam tamakuro woni prison. And someone na abusia yede penny na yede besum wo se anwumre no siabrem kase prime time news wo Fatshare TV so said me kan no in social media handles ahodo no so no obetimi anya bi na watimi ahye na wasan so anya bi akenkan wo www.fatchareonline.com na enioma akoyie kama pa ede amaw anwumre mia magimre na me besum wo de metachre magu kase hu asew Edinya mejiso ene Obrempong akwesi jeboa afi mitwa me ho ba na me de kase ne mu nchiremu asomo. Yenshasiye and from Free Ghana Civil Society Forum, one shia mukasiye, ya wakoshia ye ewo University of Ghana, siaponi muno. Ene shiamuna siya na mampanin John Dramani Mahama jina simpie so, den sembia tu John Watcho Musa ebrason, se omai Ghana yetimi ebo abayin ejapade ho ban. Ade ba ko pa wo Ghana fo timamufo binom eso ne se se ade da baabi na esɛe na yɛhwɛ ho na yɛ aban de a yɛbɛgya ya ma na da hɔ no ma na sɛe se ɛyɛ aban enyuma kuom ahodoɔ ɛna nipa bi no mo na okɔka se o aban adwuma na woyɛ anase adwuma a woyɛ wonyɛ ne yie ɔse o ɛyɛ aban adwuma aban ka ɛna obi aban de ama no se ne dwumadi a wodi ɛde som aban wa nnwuma ahodoɔ mu nti no yɛfa aban ɛka ɛma no a na ne otwi no sɛdeɛ wɔpɛ etimi sɛe no sɛdeɛ wɔno ankasa pɛ nanso sɛ nka yɛ ɔno ankasa ankorankora no wɔno de a enka wɔnsɛe no saa obi bia ya wɔde aban adwuma ɔyɛ aban adwuma na ɔde aban efidie ne nneɛma ahodoɔ na kade ahodoɔ edi dwuma bia ɛnhwɛ ne yie ɛno nti Ghana mampanin John Dramani Mahama de atodwa ɛnɛ da ya ɛbo amaneɛ sɛ cabinet akɔ asetena ya wɔnum ɛgye ne ho sɛ ɔbɛhyɛ attorney general na sɛ aban lawyer panyini sɛ wɔnhwɛ na wɔntintim mmarakunini a ɛbɛbɔ aban agyapade ahodoɔ nyinaa ɛho ban mo a mote aban bangalows mu nyinaa yɛbɛtumi ahwɛ na mo ahwɛ efie ne adan ahodoɔ a aban de ama mo no mo ahwɛ ne yie sɛdeɛ ɛbɔ timamufoɔ bi soɔ sɛ aban adwuma deɛ aban nneɛma deɛ yɛnhwɛ ne yie no wɔnom de mmara ɛba ɛno nti sɛ mmara ne ba na wo a obɛhwɛ aban enyuma ne ne nneɛma ahodoɔ na abɛto na gyegye mu ahwɛ ama na sɛe no wɔnom ɛbɛtumi ɛde wo afa mmara kwan so bra John Dramani Mahama His Excellency edi nkɔmɔ na ɔde nsɛm bi sɛ yi ɛna tutwa wɔ hɔ.
Accountability and the fight against corruption are essential to democratic consolidation. And I wish to use this platform to restate my commitment to transparent and accountable governance. In my past presidency, I had the privilege of launching the 10-year National Anti-Corruption Action Plan in 2015. And I'm pleased to report to you that just yesterday, Cabinet approved the new National Ethics and Anti-Corruption Action Plan 2026 to 2030 for onward transmission to Parliament. I'm also happy to announce to you that yesterday Cabinet took a decision directing the Attorney General to draft a bill for the protection of state assets. It's called the State Assets Protection Bill. It shows the guidelines under which any state asset can be disposed, including lands, buildings, state assets, factories, industries, so that no government just capriciously disposes of state assets.
Yeguswa ewo aban no akashinene wosofo ya wohwe amanyoye so wo Ghana mu ovura Muntaka Mubarake wode nsem bia tudwa bra woni yenuanom Joy for etwetwe nkomo e na ode atudwa se ade ba ko pa Ghana sesei aye he na binom so kra no e ka no huhu eye se mame said nam tamaklo akane panipa ya na wono eda maslog ekuo no ano wo Ghana mu abato monten so se sika bia fa ne nsase Ghana sika eno nti mame no antimi anya se papa bia anka mfa ho eno nam so mame ebu ne ketem kopie mu ewo US abrochima mu ene ye honom na okobo ne ho adwa eno na aban no sei sa sika sabi wonum eka se afọ ne nsase twese wawia no eno ho na wonum agina mmaraso etimi ade ne kopie mu ewo asemnibia na asemnibia honom no wono ankasa de wa amabi na oti abrochima mu US na wobo ne sesen ewo honom na boni a agina mu ema no agina mu no na se ye ka asem ne wieye no asem no abo no odifo eno nti esefota se court sha wa hye ato wonom no watwa de ato ne so se enei onkoda afiase se de beye obetumi ni aban ako ahye no eno na Ghana ban ye hyehyeye ema mame se de nam tamaklo bepie mu ewo Ghana mu na obepie ya ena mpanimfo bo amane se wonom ate no ewo ewiemsen agina be eno nti wonom de ne kɔ desedekse ekose aban kokum eno na enei Ghana fo binom se oba yeyi yehu se oni prison officers bia ene na mabonten yehu wonum mfonyini bia kire se ye de nokra ekɔ afiase eno na hwehwe aso ene nei osofo ya wo hye o Ghana amanyoye so honorable Muntaka Mubarak de abatu dwa se osre obi anka na komanto ne yam ma me sadi nam tamakro enei owo aban kokumu a oni aban eko ase se wo se wonti ase na wonhu ya opa akire krata afa koma Ghana Prison Service na wonum ankasa emoa na onkohwe se eye no kra se ma me sadi nam tamakro ono so ehye afiase sei and all the tuja.
Where?
She's in custody.
Which prison?
You see, that's a funny thing. When I heard people say this, look, when a judge even sentence an offender, I don't think if they even go to the judge and ask that judge, which prison is that person? He tells them, no. So far I'm concerned, I've given my judgment. You should be with the security people. Look, I can tell you, and I'm looking right into your eyes to tell you, Sedinam never went to any private place. From the day she came, she had been with us, and she's with us, and she's serving her term. If you want to visit her, you can write to prison service. They will talk to her. If she's interested in you coming, she will let you come. But see, people make it look as if, look, if I go to a prison, if I visit.
But I must know which prison.
No. Why should I mean, maybe in Ghana, we take telling people where somebody is serving lightly. Because in America and other well-developed countries, telling people that this kind of high-profile person is here can even lead to the death of that person.
Na sa mame Sedinam tamakro nsensem ya ne dokuma ya wonum ewo mrahye bedofie so di wano atom bie kire se enye nokure da se Ghana aban no ebo amane se mame Sedinam tamakro wo hye afiase a enokure bia da ni honom a ewom na de ba ko wonum betumi aka de esi won bo ene se efiri se bosumi ya yewom ne da ya na etoso enkron 9th June ya mame Sedinam tamakro ebe pie mu wo my Ghana mu hanom wiem senjina bia ya mpanimfo bo amane se wonum ache no se won kwose afiase na emfiedu a ye twade ato ne so no woni aban konsie no efiri wa besi enrada 24th June no wonum betimi aka di won sesi won bo se maame ne na afiase ebia enne ena se muntaka mubarak abakanti wonum pese wode na kwose afiase wonum a eno de wonum ntimi nkyere na se efiri da wo bepie mu wo my Ghana mu ebesi se enra 24th June yidie wobetimi akase enokura biara ni wonum a ewom se oda afiase na opanimpa ya wokasa ye ejina edom kuma na mu ekasa ye ono akro ya oye member edema Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee ye wo o my Ghana mrahye bedafie din ane honorable Nana Ajeyi Bafo ewua ene de sansam yi atuja.
We can categorically state that until yesterday, the 24th of June, Madam Sedina Tamaklo was not in prison custody. And so from the 9th of June when she arrived to the 24th of June yesterday, she was not in prison custody. That is a matter of record. Again, she was only sent to prison custody, as I said, on the 24th of June, 15 clear days. And that was why the Minister for Interior could confidently come out yesterday. And so if you observe, following her return, the communication was by the Minister for Communication. And that had a lot of controversy. And that is why the media kept pressing. And yesterday, when she was admitted into prison custody, that was when the Minister for Interior came out. We can again confirm that she is in the female prison of a medium prison installation. But we are not going to put the name of the facility out. We are not going to put the name of the facility out for the following reasons. One, our intelligence is that she went in under protest because her assurance was that they were not going to have her go into prison custody and that they were going to work around the clock to have the decision overturned so that she will have her liberty. It is only because of the public pressure that the government has decided to deliver her into prison custody. Our intel is also that they have also assured her that whichever is earlier, be it the public pressure coming down or the decision of the court coming out, she will be made to go out. And so we do not want to put the name of the facility out just to prevent the situation where they will come out and say that because of her security, they are moving her from the facility. We are keeping an eye on the situation and will continue to update the general public on this matter. But we can tell you that she is in prison custody now. She was admitted yesterday, and that she has been given assurances. Another assurance she has been given is that they are going to work around the clock to have the decision overturned. I am a lawyer, and I don't know how it is going to be done. Government is the only one that can say so, but this is the assurance they have given her. But we want to sound the word of caution to government. The Ghanaian people are watching us very closely as political class. They are tired of the way and manner we protect or government protects their own when it comes to corruption and corruption-related cases. Ghanaians are tired. They can't have it anymore. We must.
And no, mame said na tamaklo ne se semwa se aban no ahye na court wa hye se won kodam na woni aban no enkonhye emfihye du no enam sika afa ne sase obedi djuma se maslok panyini no ehon nsem na oyede atudwa no na yetoa so de a yetoa so ewo apomden ensem emu na ene said ye wokọ ayasabia bia wo my Ghana mu a ye wo adokotafo specialist woni a wagye ntiteye na wo tirimabo bill wakodare wo yade ba ko hwemu no eno ne ye friend of specialist na se ye wo binumu a wonum ye optometrist wonum ehwe ani nko a ye wo binumu a wonum ehwe akoma nko a eno nti se wokọ na se specialist doctor no eni honomu a ye se twen emane mra na se wono pa na ne tirimabo bill a wasua de ewo saa yade no ho a obetumi aboa na wasan yade na ade ba ko a Ghana ye wura fiye na eha adwen enei na ebesi na ye wa nasefoɔ bebree ewo fie ya woni adwuma ye na so wakontete bia anya nimdeɛ ne suahunu a yetimi di dwuma sɛ nurse ene ewo asoye aban aya asabia ahodoɔ ewo my Ghana mu nanso Ghana hanom ye bo amane sɛ enei sɛ open specialist nurses a ewo my Ghana mu a bonum ho akwatwe yenya bi ekwan ahodoɔ pii no adeda honom a ye pɛ bia fa wonum adwuma ma wo makoye adwuma so bi ni ho eno na enei osofo ye ohye o my Ghana apomden so honorable kwabena minta akano ade atudwa no wokyire mu se ebraso se ye nsatraye awo suapon anase training colleges ahodo a yetete anesefo ewo mu no na afebia aban no abo amane se wonum betete anesefo a omo ebedi dwuma se specialist nurses oha 1000 apem na wonum ebehwe na watumi atete wonum said ye beya afibia ye betumi anya specialist nurses ede akọ aban ya asabia hodo ene aya asabia hodo wo my Ghana mu nyina na wonum atumi aboa de dwuma anya sa ye ho bekire ye ndachi sei na oswafo kwabena minta akano ede tuja
my face. For me, my hobby is when I do something and I'm successful, especially at the back of intense criticisms. I can vividly recollect the beginning of this decision. Before I read my speech, I inherited a sector with more than 100,000 trained professionals at home unemployed. Yet, there were a lot of gaps in our system. The specialized skills were lacking, even within our own country. As if that is not enough, anytime we sign any MOU with any country, they come with requirements, and what they need are the specialized skills. Yet, we are in short supply as a country. I believe leadership is supposed to solve problems. And so I ask the question, why can't we train more and fill the gaps in our system so that we can also facilitate the movement of SAVE in other countries? When I started, there were a lot of people who thought that it was not possible. I was criticized, but the good news is that I equally had strong men and women who told me, Mr. Minister, this can be achieved. Let's move on. Today, on the days, I can see a lot of these technical people who were drawn across the length and breadth of this country, including UCC, and they were constantly in the ministry putting their heads together to come out with this curriculum. And so I cannot but to tell you this short story before I begin reading my speech. And we are determined to train not less than 1,000 students every year. This is just the beginning.
And no, a honorable Kwabena Akando, and a distance 72 January no to us what say no, a bra ye share any more quasi a bit me up 1 year identity mapa. Ede ama anese for wonum ebegintiti no wabedi wonjuma se specialist nurses no. Ade ba ko ne se ye wura ye afi woni ya wobekere wade. Enti se woni ya wo ho empremprem ya wonum akirachirefo no. Se ya moa ama wo mu so entity mapa. Ohia na betumi aboa wonum atimi de sa specialist training no ede ama apomuden no atimi agina na so nya for yentuma pa ede efra.
The government of Ghana through the Ministry of Health. The government of Ghana through the Ministry of Health places high priority on nursing and midwifery education and the development of specialist nurses who can provide advanced care across all levels of the health system. The healthcare landscape is changing rapidly. Advances in medicine, technology, and disease patterns demand specialized knowledge and skills. Our vision is to produce additional nurses, specialists to fill the critical gaps within our healthcare system locally and also to support the managed migration policy of the government. Achieving this requires investment in infrastructure, equipment, human resources, and system strengthening. There's introduction of competency-based curricula for nursing education. We have secured over 30 scholarships for health tutors to pursue PhD programs. To meet urgent national needs and global demand, we're expanding the nurse specialist training in the country. This year, we have upgraded 4 nursing training colleges, such as the Kumasi NMTC, Kolebu NMTC ENT School in Kumasi, and the NMTC Tamale.
Yes, also our my Ghana economy and sensemu. Na ene said your gold board and your offer babia. Wonum eji won samba na emra ensamrane ahodoɔ na Ghana for ebo wonum wasanso edin sembia ahodoɔ de abetuja se ene Ghana Gold Board wonum asoye no aka bom wone Ghana Chamber of Mines woni ya etu efomagudie ne dodoɔ mu na wonum eton edema ama ahodoɔ so ene adwaman so no ene waka won tam abachiri mu a wode wonsa ahye entiasia pamose na esei no se wutu efomagudie wo my Ghana mu hanom ne dodoɔ mu a sa companies ni nyina wonum agye atum se obeton mu 30% ohamonti mu aduasa ena wonum beton ediama Ghana Gold Board na entisa akane no se wotu a baabi a wope ena okoton no ne dodoɔ mu se 100% ni nyina na wonum de kɔ adwama so no akoton ede agye dollars ede egu won bottom se companies eno na ene Ghana ban ene Ghana Gold Board wonum atenase na waka bomu na Chamber of Mines Ghana Chamber of Mines for empanimfo so akɔbenkro mu na wonum atimi ade wonsa ahye entiase pamase na ene ohamontemu aduasa obetumi aton ewo Ghana cedis mu ede ama Ghana Gold Board na wonum so tuta watimi adan ni wo my Ghana mu ha ya yemfa nko baabi yebedan ni wo my Ghana mu ha said ye beya yenso yebetumi ede agu honom na yensi achi baade ama wo man yi economy no na dachi bi ye ho kire ye ya ye tweyani ede akohwe saa sika yi na ebra opanimpa ya wono eye chief executive officer ede ma Ghana Gold Board Same Jamfi ede tudwa wo kire mu ede to omai Ghana nyina anim se eyasemde na ye nigisem ya ebi ma omai Ghana mu da sei e na ode tudwa.
Privileged to have the president of the Ghana Chamber of Mines, the CEO, and a senior official of the chamber join us today. And we have good news to communicate to the people of Ghana and by extension the world. After months of negotiations with large-scale mining companies in the country, we are happy to inform the nation that the government has secured an agreement with large-scale mining companies in the country, represented by the Ghana Chamber of Mines, for them to sell 30% of their output, their gold output, to the government of Ghana, represented by the Ghana Gold Board. And this has come about, as I said, through months of negotiations at the behest of the Minister of Finance, the Governor of the Central Bank of Ghana, and the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. So, on behalf of the President of the Republic and the Minister for Finance, I would like to thank the Chamber of Mines for leading this process and for the concessions they have made in helping us reach this agreement, which will go a long way to support gold reserve accumulation, improve economic buffers, and help government achieve its economic stability objectives. And we're very, very excited that unlike the previous arrangement, this time around we will not just be getting 20% but 30%. This is historic, this is landmark, and we are grateful for that. Again, unlike the previous arrangement, we will be buying this gold in Ghana cedis, locally in Ghana, in a form of dory, and we will be refining this gold locally in Ghana. We'll be taking the refined gold to
Engineer Dr. Kenneth Ashigbe, one also a Chief Executive Officer at the Ghana Chamber of Mines. One also aka Edin Sembi etuja and watch say we a say a strategic partnership na beboa ama wo my Ghana nya so mfaso bom sanso na Chamber of Mines wonum members ahodo a wo mu no won so betimi anya so mfaso eyade a wonum atimi atenase na wakọ bankuro mu na watimi ehu semfaso beba so na aboa Ghana aboa wonum nso enti na ode won ho ahyem no na eyade a eyanigisem eni asemde edema ekuo ahodo yi emiru sei na Kenneth Ashigbe etuja.
Chamber of Mines have been aligned to this objective of ensuring that Ghana refines, its gold. It's in line with our whole process of supporting Ghana extracts maximum value from the entire value chain. And as we said when we joined the Gold Board and Gold Coast Refinery at the signing agreement, we had initiated some conversations already. We had gone to Rand Refinery ahead of all of that, set up a technical committee. So our commitment to this process has not been in doubt. We also are in support of Ghana's quest to be able to build a war chest of the reserves, because again, any gold mine, any business will thrive in a stable macro environment. So and that's a good thing to do, and we're happy we've been able to get some content.
Ora Frederick Atakuma, one also a president at the Ghana Chamber of Mines. One also the assembly be to John which you say, oh, where you need some. Now, Obrempong abino abaso, no abo gold belt, or one so abaso, said your bayer, one matimiaka one time abatri mu, na ebebwa, aka edijuma, who edi abwa my Ghana economy. Na etimi agina ne naso na dachi bi no Ghana benya so mfaso dachi bi sei na Atakuma edituja.
We're very excited that we can be part of this, if you like, monumental milestone that has been achieved. And would like to place on record our gratitude to the Chief Executive of the Ghana Gold Board and his team for their cooperation and collaboration with us as we navigated this. It's the outcome of a couple of months of very intense, negotiations and learnings from each other as we looked at the different interests. And for us, finally, the Chamber of Mines and its members are corporate citizens of Ghana. Our commitment is also to Ghana to ensure that Ghana becomes, the destination of choice when it comes to the mining ecosystem we want to have. And importantly, to grow, not just stay where we are, but grow in our sector. So we are grateful for the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yentwa so ewo PURC wonum bebo amane ne ye kase so a na wo bo amane editu dwase enei wonum be pagya enkanea ebomu ede akọ ohaw mu ntemu miensa achiripo enan 49% na wonum ebehwe san so kra na wonum so asan epagya mu ensuo de no so 0.34% na wonum ehwe no wapagya mu na no na enei ebeto montenso na anopakra ye kan ho asem no na edomkuma ya wo mrahye bedwafie aka won ho abomu na wode nsem bia ba bontin no wo kire sehwe Ghana aban ye nyankwara sa wo omai Ghana mu ebra His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne NDC aban wonum ebo ntoa wo omai Ghana mu hanom wose wonum de automatic adjustment na eba na se wo honum ana se ewiase adwaman so enioma bo ekosoro ansana se ebo bi betumi akosoro wo omai Ghana mu a atumi apagya ne mu akọ na se ne nyina na ye nada wonum pese wodada Ghana fo na Ghana fo timi to abama wonum no oba wode wope ayede wope asisi Ghana fo eno nti na wo ho a yesi economy yeyie wo ho no mu a yesi nioma wodo pinu a ekoso nanso na dan da bia da no PURC fo ebebo amane se yapagya nkanea bom yapagya webom eno nti efiri se aban yi baye Jumadi a wodi a ene ebo tumu ene ebo empagyamu babi a yenya sika firi ne de na watete bo ne so ebi ne koko de yi eno ene de minority bonum ade atuja na owura Collins Adomako ena edesa ensemun atuja.
We remember the promises. The NDC campaigned loudly on reducing the cost of utilities, easing the burden on households, and fixing the energy sector. 18 months into their tenure, Ghanaians are paying 26.82% more for electricity than they were when President Mahama took the oath of office. This is a broken promise. Since the NDC government took office in January 2025, Ghanaians have faced a relentless cycle of utility tariff increases. That supposed second quarter relief has been effectively erased within a single quarter of its announcement. The NDC's loudly talked about reduction has lasted exactly 91 days. Electricity tariffs now stand higher than they did before the so-called reduction. Ghanaians were given a temporary breather only to have it snatched back. Since January 2025, electricity tariffs in Ghana have risen by a staggering cumulatively 26.82%. Over the same period, government awarded workers a meager 10% wage increase, less than a third of the tariff burden placed on those very same.
Honorable Collins Adomako Mensa Eye Okopiemu ewo emrashebedwafia basumkuo ya wonum esom ewo jahone ne ekuo no eso no ono ene ye deputy ranking member ko so ade nsem bi tudwa kire se ebraso se wotu nsa edefra PURC ene aban nyina se womra na womebu nkuntamfo ankire Ghanafo de enti a wonum sode bia na se wo ho ye onde a na wapagya bo entumu ede abeto ECG fo so ene Ghana water fo so se de beya timamufo ene bebre ne yatempenten kwa no eyade se eha adwen eno nti ye nche wo frɛ wonum se wo mena bonten na wo makirekirem de enti a mokra so mo amosom Ghanafo no monsom mo esom papa bia mo so de nso na mo pagya bo ntumu a de abeto ensuo ene nkanea bo so wo my Ghana mo sei na Collins Adomako Mensa etuja.
The Minority Caucus calls on the NDC government and the PURC to take the following urgent steps. Publish in clear and acceptable language the full mathematical basis for every tariff increase since January 2025. Ensure that any future tariff adjustment is accompanied by verifiable improvement in service quality, particularly in addressing the prepaid meter depletion scandal, the persistent power outages, and ECG's billing irregularities. Revisit the 2026 to 2030 multi-year tariff order, which imposed a 9.86% electricity increase at the start of 2026, in light of emerging macroeconomic improvement that the PRC itself has acknowledged. If the strength of the cedi is real, if the decline in inflation is real, and if the reduction in interest rates reflects genuine macroeconomic improvements, why are utility tariffs continuing to rise? What exactly is driving these increases? The Ghanaian people deserve more than broad economic headlines. They deserve full transparency. Until that explanation is provided, Ghanaians will be justified in asking whether the celebrated economic gains being artificially sustained while households and businesses continue to bear the burden of rising utility costs. We therefore say to the President Mahama and the NDC government plainly, you cannot celebrate a 4.81% reduction in April and remain silent when a 3.49% increase follows in July. The 2028 elections are not far away, and Ghanaians will remember.
Yenswaso wo mrasebe jofie na ene mrasebe jofie na osofo ya osho my Ghana ene amanyoye so ensem so ewo manyimu honorable Muntaka Mubarak de nsem bia tudwa ade baako a wo kan dia tudwa ayem hihye ene sese wo ba ewiase enyina sese Ghana ya beye bia baako a ene enubone nompa ye boye mrane ewom sanso ena se yenton enubone yeni esumase dwa ewo nubone ho a Ghana ya gisadin ene abasobode no ewo wiase amansan nyina anim eno nti ebra so se ene empanimfo hye no de won nansi fom se de beye a enubone nom ene ne ton wo my Ghana mu no ebetimi asi ano kwan enye sade a ene yebebo yedin abo yabaso ewo sa ekwanbone no so na wodi sansem no nyina to dwa firi se yede ye ne kiremu nyame yadomu a wochina fie 26 June a World Drug Day ena yebedie eno na ebra yebedie nti wodi sansem nyina to dwa ewo mrahye bedwa fie se yenhwe na yensore se oman na mpanimfo awodo akambie wom na nanom ahemfo mampani ene woni a woye amanyo sam nyina wo my Ghana mu ensore na ye nyina yenkuntia enubone nom ene ne ton ewo oman yi mu se de be ya dachi bi no ye moye dimbone na enko ha ya dwene ebra yetu kwan akọ amanfoforo so sei na honorable Muntaka Mubarak edidu atuja
3 on this auspicious occasion of the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking, also known as World Drug Day, observed annually on 26th of June, which is tomorrow, to draw the attention of this august house and the good people of Ghana to one of the most urgent security and public health challenges confronting our nation and the world at large. Mr. Speaker, this day, established by the United Nations General Assembly in 1987, is a solemn reminder of the global commitment to build a society free from drug abuse. This year's theme, the world's problem, persisting issues, new challenges, innovative response, is a clarion call that is deeply resonant for Ghana. Mr. Speaker, it is not enough to acknowledge the problem. We must respond with urgency, innovation, and solidarity. The drug threats in Ghana is real. Mr. Speaker, Ghana is no longer a transit country for illicit drugs. We are increasingly becoming a destination and a consumption market. The scourge of drug abuse cut across age groups, communities, and social classes. Cannabis, locally known as weed, continue to dominate the domestic drug landscape. Of particular concern is the phenomenon known as nationally as Ghana Loud, a potent high THC cannabis variant cultivated within our own borders, harvested, packaged, and marked with a Ghana flag, which has attracted the attention of drug enforcement agencies across the sub-region and beyond with multi-ton seizures records. Mr. Speaker, while the misuse of synthetic opioids such as tramadol and tapentadol, particularly among the youth, commercial drivers, and workers in high-risk sectors, continue to pose serious concern, the human cost of this crisis is broken family, lost productivity, and overwhelmed health system, and compromised national security demands that this Parliament takes an unflinching stand. Mr. Speaker, I take this opportunity.
Yentwaso ewo sampa na nananom atsankonya ya wonum ewo sampa na nei wonum afre ensentrofo nhyiamu na nhyiamude na se na abusua panin nana abu mahama srebo edin sembia to dwan wo kire se ebraso se Ghana ban etwa nani ede behwe sampa kro no te se ebra wonum womu no eya hometesem ohina Ghana emra kunini no abo na chidom se ono ne yaje na to mu se ohene nana Samba Jafla ya wotoso mienu ono na Ghana mara ama no tumi se oye ohempopro paramount chief ewo hono mo manhene se omoa se de beya nananom atrankonya ntoto ye ene nioma ahodo a ewo saa sampa nkonya saa aseso no wobetumi ahwe akire na enioma akoso eno nti dwumadi ahodo bia wo hono mo na se yedi a esefota se wono na yetimi de ba ne naso na wono so timi de nani krotu awisi edi akire ehwe se abanyuma ahodo a ekoso no ono panimpa ya wo hwe ensase so ewo hono so edi akire bi nanso enei se obepiem wo bono mantam ne mu a empanimfo ahodo a Ghana abanya bo wondin se wonyina na namu ewo hono nyina na yebono regional minister eka ho bi sanso kra na okopiem wo hono mu a ene yemansina kreatifo a wonum so wo sampa enso ka ho bi se wo kodi djuma a obon se nana Samba Jafla ya wotoso mienu a emrakuni no amani tumi se wo ye manhene no na wonum ayi na sinchen wonum mo na mane wo behu ane se wogina sase bi so edi djuma bi na ade bako a eka wo kire kura ene se obi a obo ne ho mrane se wono ene sampa hene ya oman Ghana mrakuni no amani tumi bi a enye ni ntumu se omeye wo hene no ono mom de mutumi kɔ nanim ekɔbɔ na mane mane etutu ne chawchaw guso edi akire edeba eyade a wonum ese enha adwen se aban na nhwe yie na mampani antu ho na monwo a dachi bi bekɔ akɔfa ɔhaw ene amane ede abasampa eno nti ntempa so animoni mu yada woni a wɔbɔ wondin se wonyina na namu ɛwɔ bono ene ne mantam ne mu ene titiriw ene sampa no enkasa se de beya wonum de buo ne anidie ebema sampa manhene nana Samba Jafla ya wotoso mienu
amamra ye no ha ye sumbe afahye ya tise ana ya hu emse mikasa ya tia na ayesa me dautu entisa ya hu krata DC edin sha se akoma obi se omunko disa afahye no ewo duada su number 1 nana Samba Jafla oye manhene no wanti hu bibia enti omanpani me de tu wanim na biatu wo interior minister na chief council minister nsusu atie bi efrize nsem a ekoso no eye ahinsem na diaba nti omumpanifo ana John Mama a oye ye manpani no ni mpanifo a begu ha free regional minister so besi this issue neoma omuye no ha no se bibisi a ombeka se yen na yaye nanso bibia ne ho a se bi ona na Jafla ninsa ehya ase tini na epese omanpaniti na ebiatu party chairman ya oye yewura asedu nkatia nka obiba ka se enye party ase na mmomo ha bibia ombeye bia no omuka no openly say omu party na wo aban mu Yeah, the yen nano and then 3 days pepe kura me na na wabinam kokrum na omuko hia no. Eji ni sika omuka kire nse onim se baby oja no obetimi awusese ya ade. Na yekunu nsuso a police bia no obetimi aka bibi. Ana soja ni bia no obetimi aka bibi. Endro asa me ka kire police man e wo ha. Se omu party na wo ho. Na enya de aye di omu achinje because bia se ase bebre ya hwi nsi ya enti ya wagidie se saa neema no ebisi a bibia ne ho a ebesi na mi ka kwa akire kakra no ne enti a ma age atum se party a wo mani das no ye nde omu pepepe ne se na no ya nua ana me nua kumba ba oya
abusia panin koso ade nsem ne bi tuja no okire mu se hwe ade ba kokora ye wonum ya eye saa 24-hour economy market ya mo beye wo sampa ene ne montin so abeboa som sampa man no na mo yi man hene ade asi nchen mo na mane ono aso nkonya saase so ena mo de saa 24-hour economy ade ba kokora ka ho bie eye saa big push agenda ya wonum eye ewo my Ghana mu se obetumi ayi akwan ahodo no ekwan ahodo pi ya wonum ye wo hono mu a ne nyina ya mo man hene nana samba jafla ya wotoso mienu ya mo na mane ade se ha adwen se otimam na se usan kokromoti ho abopo a nanti ensusu ya ben na wususu odwen se nti pokro na wo bo no ebetumi ayeye de wonhwe yi a na akofa wo yene ene wo haw entokwa ene de aba eno nti wo kan ntam so ede akire mampanin ene osofo ya wo hwe oman Ghana ahensam eso se womram se de beya wonum betumi ede ensuonyunu agu sansam no so wo sampa enye sa eja betumi atom sei na busia panyini ade tuja
kukuru asi ha wa ubebo nsama ama no na saa ahemfie kura no na jafla esanse o wa adwen pante no bra ye di asem no a enya nsi ye kura no na wa sha ase si saa ahemfie no se o si ahemfie no asi ho ama ni manfo da chi bi obi obeba bedi sampa akonwa bia no watena ho ahwe o man no su se nyame ya no abema nsontrofo akwa nti na ya bibi wo ha na mmom atutura semu a regional minister yana na domba ahini DC num di tata nunti na ama na yese nananu onye hwi wo ha na mpo no bebi a waya aduru no uma obi fie ha ontimi nje dan ya esi ho no enye dan kitowa nti nananu o wa adwen pa na mmom ndemi ka kire o mampani any party chairman any NDC achitafo nyina omudo NDC ya omuwo wiase nyina ne se party no ubabunu ha regional minister DC num ene omu free ha omu ye ministers omu gu party no pasa ne mi kan na anu am se omu to aba eyiyi mpanifo region bia district bia ye
Entwaso emfa ensomo na yetwaso asomo a Mr. Justin Akwasi Boto ono na se ukopie mu ewo Ahafuano Southwest abatuo mpasua ne so a oye education director district education director ena de afutuo akọdia ma mabunu ne titiru ene asukufo se de social media ba na esom wiase nyina yenya somfaso na obibia eni agye ne TikTok yi enkrofo guso a sanso ena Facebook X any Twitter nom de keka wo nyina aba YouTube ne nyina aba na de ba ko mabunu fanse wontirim ne se sa miaye ya mabebo din se wo chura de to wonom a enyera eka honom afebo se uye abofra na wo churo bibi to wonom a obenyina bebo abrewa ne da so da ho se ye pese ye hwehwe ne ye hunku ade a ye be hwehwe ahunu eno nti kwambone so ye nam so na ye de social media hodo no edi djuma no emofra ene emabuna hodo ne Ghanafo enhwe no wontwe won ho emfamfiri ho se ebinom timi twitwa wonum ageda so na wodi akoto na wawrowro won ho na droso nko a ene se wonum na watwitwa edi akoto wonom ebinom so kura timi didi mpanimfo atam na waposti edi ato social media ne so ebinom so chrochro de eni kwan se wochro na wodi ato ade baako a monyina ya mudi sa adwuma no monkan hunu ne se babi bia obekọ wo wiase ha bia no si ye pe ho asem no yebo edi share social media ne mu a ebeyi wo nsem ne wo nioma hodo a wachrochro ene de wo postie enyina edi aba na won hwe yi a ekogu woni mu ase ekoma wo dwuma bi abo enema papa bi self ata say eba wakwan mu no na won so wahwere sei na owura Justin edituja
social media no de ebekọ bia enwu eda hoda unim dia dachi saa sebio o kasa bia o kan ho ante eni mpanifo bia wodi wo matem atutu bi mane wo mo a emfa kwan mu no saa de no unim ebre bia safo bi be bie punu bia ma wakodi dibre bia na be bo aseten bi mu no obi ba ko yi saa de na ba apart from no ma be hunu abusuafo enti se entity e pa wo ho a wo na kasa na de na wo ye bisa ho se ya wo na wo sa dibre na wo to mane wo mo a so wo be pese sa na ye nye no ana enti wo misa so wo adwen kire bi a yemfa no enidie kwa so na mmom enkoya temdidie moma ye ni ye huni mabunu no ye ni ye huni o social media no so na social media no ti ye use ni here ye betumi nya mfasodie bebre wo TikTok ni di aka nyina no ebinom fa ho di nya sika wo engineer na wonye something more productive na ufanya na momu kwaye distractive adia obeya say adia na wo kwadi akire de emwa obi antwe ni wufu na enye de beboa ye
yentu akasiane so abo Amanfi West abatom pesuane so na central western region wonum kwan a wofa so ebepie mu abo Kumase Kumase bekwai asankragba kwan ne so wonum se ekwan na pratitia pansam asai kura na nsen ye nsuo je mu kura de se wonum ahu se ekwan ne nye papa ensuo je mu no ensuo timi yiri ede fa kwan ne so nyina ka nkoka ma na se aya hometie ede ma wonum eno na empanifo binom ne nipa wodo a wonum ewo honom aka won ho abomu na yefre wo mu Amanfi West network waka won ho abomu na de ensemtrofo atwetwe nkomo no wo kire se ekwan ya wonum namso no eyade a emmoa wonum ama wakonya badie ene wodwadie enema hodo a wose wode free western region ho ade bepie mu asantemantam nyina kanko kama eno nti wosrempanimfo se animonimu yada ye obetumi ayede afa kwan ne ho aboa wonum no wonye sei na owura Robert ade tu se etrofo animu
ye ma sa ha wo nyina ba abra nsuo yi Kumase kwan ne saa ne ma no yet Kroma na bridge we say old bridge na bridge o say old nti o mo ba beye bridge na mo ba beye no is it say nkom be raise bridge na mine no mo ye old bridge ni so say they selling nsuo no tokra no a entumi mfo old bridge no yeah nsuo tokra entumi mfo old bridge no this is the new bridge o mo ye ma ye the new bridge na omo ye mae no nti e be den na nsuo ta enyi faye old bridge na me de ache no hwe new bridge omo ye mae hwe ba bia nsuo ne deda na hwe old bridge no na hwe bia nsuo ne deda eno na ye ka ho asem se e mae no omo ya de amae ne omo nye ni ye especially Amanfi West ebi sa ne ma we nyina koso ma se nsuo no ta enyi fa kwa no mu nyina enya ba bi papa nye dai emfa. It is almost like Kumase kwan bekwai as a gwa bekwai road eko Kumase nsuo yi fa kwan na e first place ye de ma beginan e na ma sa ne ma ni nyina akoso edi wasa na mfidi ye kwan bia anye papa wa
adrabafo a wonum so edi wontuma wo kwan ne so de nsem bi eto fa chense tre nimu
de kwan pa ye nam so de ka e fa so a ye sa ahometi pa e so ye wo opinion leaders okumu ha your MP, your MC, near the Sabe zip machine or I could do maybe say I cannot say I compete with the zip machine in squad of Aquaraso. But who claim you hold my zip machine so yet. Now, Otto, now Danny Bonka, why baby a Madria, and when me team. I'm out for a boy, me Piamie. When I find a man here, why? Opinion cry to me for an uncle. What I say, you're blessed, when you're my gun for why? I'll buy from the area at the truck because she's here. It's very young kind of criminal. And you have said, I'm not going to ready a better. I will find you so. The other is here, I tell more. As a big way, I buy. Well, I will be only the other money. In the restaurant, I buy some boy. Now, on my bridge, or my bridge in my na we fine my sere mo abi go me we do dem enye kwa bi a enye se software bi enye me we me chale
ye asankragwa kumase bekwai kwantempon so na wonum sere mo ase aban meboa wonum na kwantentin bi a wie wo aboa no eno nti nei ma menkamfo Millennium Construction emfa emawo Millennium Construction se wo my Ghana mu hanom de se wo pasa se pa ato na se wonya baabi esi wo dan na asomdue wo ho na ensuo to a emefa wo na se manso bi ani ho a se usa wonum ho a na ne obekwa kwotwa agya wa eti Millennium Construction se ne mo amane se wonjumadi ahodo a wodie no do so pii wono ankasa asidan ahodo a wotontone eno nti 3-bedroom house apartment ibi wonum obi a woton sanso na ensase mapa ya manso bi ani ho anya nsu asase eno so woton bi wo my Ghana fana ba bia wo hia bie ye wo hia ne se wo befre wonum e wo number ego screen na se no watimi ni wa twetwe nkomo bosan na Yas Junction ehonum ana watena ye kasiem ewo Kumasi Santimantam mu na bojumadie no wodi no Ghana nyina se wo so open se wonsi wo fie enfama wo a owo contractor for wo honum a obetumi abeboa no wasi wo dan ede ama wo adanse wo niema ahodo de ne nyina wo bi ewo honum anwumre yi mia mekire mre na mesomwo edin a megiso ene Obrempong akwasi Jabowa akra
Adofo Amosheme, medin Dr. PK Usa Meda Grace Phyto Clinic and Medical Diagnosis Solution, Yewo Kumasi Report Highways and Accra, so Yewo Kwabenya Taxi Station wana. Grace Phyto Clinic, your speciality ankasa eye awo enemu yare enemu amo Johnson tentem so. Inti bacha sa utimi nese ware more than 1 year 2 years nese awo nemba. Mestre mu mienu nyina mo beba Grace Phyto Clinic na yahye aboa mo. Debia no bibeka se doctor meneme ho kanida na nsu na babontan unia ba wutie mi. Nsu babontan eno nkyere se ye wonko na problem free wo. Be man ho nsu ba fo no so timi mane basa. Enti pacho yo ba na wutie mi debia me kasa ade esi a wonkwan pa ye say infections. Abu ni beka se sexually transmitted infections. Eye nem yare enti wo ho no wasekeka wasekyeso nsu free wo ba sa normal way na ya na esi a wonkwan. Enti tumi bia bu nso akwa bi ya friends HG histosapinography ye twa wo de mane acho tips no. It's when you're bilingual.